Ah, hello again. Good day. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Welcome back to another episode of A Midwest Mindset. First of all, I want to say thank you to anyone who has been, staying connected to my page in any way, shape, form, or fashion, whether you've gone over to the community tab and checked out some of the messages that I'm dropping over there throughout the week, sometimes, a couple of times a day, or you sifted through some of the videos and, maybe listen to some of the music or, some of my boom bap school of rap songwriting instructions, or maybe even a little earlier on in the year where I dropped some of my first videos of the year for A Midwest Mindset. Thank you. I appreciate you. One of my goals this year, 2023, was to release more music, to let listeners, viewers in a little bit more to some of my ambitions, my likes and passion, especially with the music. And just a shameless plug, I do have a project dropping before the end of the year, just after Christmas on December 29th, 2024. Definitely pick that up. Detour Ahead 2, the awesome mixtape. Follow up to last year's 2022 Detour Ahead, the Approxa mixtape. So I just want to check in, say hello again. Like I said, I know that it's been quite some time since I actually just stood or sat down and did a next episode on a Midwest Mindset. But here we are. If you look on the page, you can see that work has been putting in on other areas of my life, particularly musically, and building also my boom bap school of rap concept. However, anyone again, who has taken time to comment, to like, subscribe, hitting the notification bell, maybe even seeing something or hearing something that you like, and sharing it with a friend or family member or stranger. Definitely appreciate all efforts. Anyone who has done that, thinking about doing it, and who eventually ends up doing that, essentially, and locking in here on the McBride page, and also connecting here specifically on the Midwest Mindset, where I usually tend to speak on real life issues and covering perhaps some of the things that we as humans are going through, family members we may experience, lovers, daters, being solo, single, just generally insights and authentic viewpoints on what I feel like might benefit the viewer, you, if I happen to touch on it. So also, I may say, if you feel like there's some things that you'd love to hear yours truly, Omega McBride, speak on, talk about, cover, touch on, give some more information about, feel free to drop that down in the comments after you click the like button and you subscribe to my page, and let me know, hey, Omega, I'd like to hear you talk about this, or would you cover this subject, or hey, can you, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Feel free to just drop that right down in the comments. No big deal. I'm cool, down to earth guy, and I do read the comments and try my best to respond, at the time that is most convenient. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so we're back. Thank you for. I got some fries here, so before they get cold, we're gonna go ahead and don't judge me. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some of these while I cover a couple of things in this short We Back episode of A Midwest Mindset. They tried you, all right? They tried you. That's the name of this video. They tried you. Who is they, Omega? Well, if you clicked on this video due to the title, then these could perhaps be people who perhaps thought they knew you to a certain extent that they really didn't, and figured they would get away with mistreating you, disrespecting you, breadcrumbing you, manipulating you, gaslighting you, provoking you, or attempting to influence you to believe something different than what the reality of truth was for you. I'm here to begin to shed light on some of these instances that many good hearts have been experiencing over time. For you, it could be the last week, it could be the last month, it could be the last year, 2 years, 5 years, even 10, where one individual, group of individuals have taken it upon themselves to come against you as a result of perhaps you going about life in your own organic, authentic, original way, and perhaps people feeling a way about that. There was one instance where I even had someone who mistreated me during my childhood say to me, if you can't say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So let me pick up there, because there are some of you who have been extremely mistreated, disrespected, and essentially abused. And whether you know it or not, regardless of who has abused you, abuse is a crime. Mentally, physically, spiritually, monetarily, it's a crime that makes whoever has overstepped a boundary that they should have known better not to cross, that will make them a criminal. So in the event that you've had someone to treat you in any way, again, physically, mentally, verbally, spiritually, financially, in a way that, in an unwarranted way, in a way that you don't deserve, and they try to provoke you not to say anything, or to try and wrongly convince you that speaking up on their mistreatment is wrong because it's not saying anything nice. Abusers don't have a say-so at all about anything. Once a person has decided that they want to cross your boundary, they don't have any kind of authority on how you decide to go about speaking up on their mistreatment or disrespect, their neglect, or their abandonment. Some of you have experienced parents who may have love bombed you at a certain point in your life, or early years in your life, and then at a certain time, whether it was when your sibling left, or at whatever other time or opportunity that they took, they began to be evil to you, showing their true colors when others were not around, a lack of integrity. 1 second. I'm bad, I ain't had no ketchup. So here with the Midwest mindset, although I cover several different things, I have noticed a consistent need for there to be that much more information out there about those of you out there who are living lives where people are trying you based on you having a good heart, or them feeling like they know you enough to disrespect you, and you're going to let them back in your life, or that you're going to let them keep crossing your boundaries without you saying anything. One of the main things I want to say is that it's okay to speak up for yourself. Anyone who tries to make you feel like you can't say, when you feel like something is wrong, they don't love you. They have no regard for you. And essentially, in a world of somebodies, they are nobody. So I want to encourage those of you who are in a season of having been tried, or you have people, secretly monitoring you on surveillance, and perhaps lurking, watching you without engaging, or even just dealing with loved ones who turn out to be fake people, fraudulent actors. There's a video, several videos back, you guys can see I speak about what love is. So if you have some people who have decided for whatever reason not to be kind to you, and you haven't done anything to them, one, know that it's wise not to take it personally. Usually 10 times out of 10, people are going to treat us the way that they feel about us. So if someone is disrespecting you, that means that they feel like, oftentimes they're arrogantly feeling like they're better than you. And also, there's an element of themselves that doesn't like themselves. Anyone that comes across disrespectfully, or in a way that they're better than you, or like you're a nobody, that's coming from the inside of them, right? So it's often a reflection of themselves when you find yourself being tried, by someone That's that person mirroring what's going on inside of them. Perhaps they're feeling tried by life. Perhaps they're testing to see if testing your strength because they're weak. You know, but I want to encourage you all to keep your head up. This life is unpredictable, at times, and some of you all are waking up to having been the survivor of a traumatic childhood where you may have had parents that intentionally ignored your talents, your gifts, what you have to bring to the table. Loved ones who tried to make you feel like you were not worthy of attention, or fake people that you ended up calling friends based off of having those kind of same energies growing up in your family. So people will try you oftentimes as a result of them not being healed and in a place of being grounded themselves. And so whether it was a coworker who decided that they wanted to treat or speak to you in a way that you didn't deserve, a fake person that you ended up calling a friend because they resembled energy that you grew up around, but you realized that much of the energy you grew around was not authentic, or that it was perhaps more hurtful than helpful for you, which then led you to an environment that would be against you, of course. Or whether you perhaps dated someone who told you they loved you, but the truth was that perhaps you even had a distorted viewpoint on what love was based off of having not been loved. Whatever it is, if you're watching this video, it's too late to give up now. You're still here for a much bigger reason than any of those who came against you would have ever imagined. Perhaps you have an idea and are getting clearer and clearer and clearer about what your purpose, what your perspective on your purpose on this earth is, or perhaps what you've been called to do while still breathing in the aftermath of experiencing what you've experienced on this earth so far. Definitely have gone past the time frame I thought I might stop this video But if you rewind it back, you have any questions about anything that I've said, or you'd like for me to expound specifically on anything, please drop that down in the comments. Again, they tried you. They thought that whatever they said against you, whatever they said about you, did against you, perhaps would stop you, stagnate you, keep you where they got you effed up at, or that maybe you would stop, turn around, go crawl into a hole somewhere. Not because you did anything to them, but because you were being yourself. And perhaps there are elements of you being yourself that reminded them of maybe some things that they didn't have. Who knows? Your focus moving forward is to continue courageously. I encourage you to do so. Until next time.